Hello Palians, it is time to talk about another update and of course everything that will be coming in this latest patch. Although I am super sad to be saying goodbye to the Magi Market and of course the Hot Pot game that has consumed so many hours of my life this past month, I'm still kind of hopeful that we may see the Hot Pot game added in a more permanent feature in the future, but for now we have plenty of new and exciting additions and some huge bug fixes. Don't forget to like and also subscribe for more Palia news, but let's get to business and have a look at everything that is coming in today's patch. Firstly, we have to talk about my favourite thing, and that is furniture. I am an avid decorator, I just love it, and I love to have all of the options when it comes to decorating, and the devs have really stepped up their game when it comes to these new furniture offerings. We will be seeing a whole brand new range called the Palia set. This range of furniture seems to have strongly been influenced by steampunk. You will see a lot of grates and pipes which you can add to your floors and walls. There are also some great items which are based off of more everyday items such as a sink, a kettle, icebox and a drink dispenser. Of course, there are your generic items you would expect to see in most furniture sets such as tables, coffee tables. However, I'm not seeing any chairs, which is odd, but I'm still happy with the selection that we do have. There are 32 items in total and I'm sure all of these will be fantastic. If you're wondering how to use them, I'm definitely thinking they would make great additions to kitchens and crafting rooms. From what I've been told, you'll need to speak to someone underground to purchase some of the recipes and then the rest will be unlocked through crafting inspiration. In the future, you may also see some Palia items pre-crafted to directly purchase in rotation. If the Palia furniture wasn't enough, we are also getting a whole range of kitchen clutter, and this is called the Gourmet set. I love my clutter and I think these items will be such a great addition, so we don't have to just have food on our kitchen counters. We can have utensils and forks and bowls, whatever it takes your fancy, you will have them. And let's face it, I would rather be using the food items for eating or selling for gold. Anyways, the items include things such as chopping boards, plates, bowls, pots, pans, basically anything that you would find in your kitchen cupboards and your drawers is going to be included. You're going to be able to purchase the gourmet dessert plate, gourmet cup and gourmet knife recipes from refs register at the inn, and the remaining recipes will also be unlocked through crafting. I cannot wait to upgrade my kitchen with these items, honestly. Next up, we're going to talk about something I have a love-hate relationship with, and that is rummage piles. Rummage piles and I notoriously have not such a good relationship, although they definitely help keep my wood stockpile high, so my hopes are high because these ones may well be improved because we are going to get Bahari rummage piles. After the last update, I did receive some cryptic mail hinting that some float sand may be washing up in Bahari. Well, it's finally here, and with this comes 13 new found item quests and yet more furniture which all have a beautiful nautical twist, including candles, sand art, driftwood decor, bookshelf, hanging mobile, a flotsam scallop and conch, a glass buoy and a towel rack. If that wasn't enough, there is also a featured item which is very special, and this is Hidari's grill. And this grill, if you get your hands on it, will work exactly like a campfire. It has just had a serious aesthetic upgrade. I'm here for all of this nautical furniture, any themed furniture, I'm just here for it. Just to hopefully, fingers crossed, we have some good luck with this. Whilst we are on the topic of Bahari Bay, we can finally visit Bahari Bay directly from our home plot. Some eagle-eyed players may have noticed some strange goings-on at the back of their house plot following the last update, and by the looks of things, this is going to be how we're going to be able to fast travel to Bahari, so there'll be no need to traipse all the way through Kilima just to get your hands on some pallium. I am so happy about this quality of life update, and it is something that I've been asking for quite a while. Okay, back to my favourite topic with the more decor related items. Tisha's store has had an upgrade and there are going to be 12 new wallpapers that are going to be available for purchase. Having a look at some of these, there is a definite floral theme, which I am obviously here for, but I really like these additions because I feel like people can put more of their own stamp on their homes, and definitely here for feature walls. That is a huge thing for me, and more options, obviously. These are going to be great. I'm sure they'll be around the same prices that we've seen before, so hopefully not too expensive. And in other big decoration news, the pavilion is finally here. We kind of got a sneak peek at this before, but they are officially going to be available to purchase from City Hall. These will be kind of similar to the gazebos, however, they level on the ground and they're in a square shape. I'm not sure how much these are going to cost so far, but I can imagine they might be a pretty penny, so I have saved up, especially to get my hands on some of these. I could definitely foresee myself going to town, using these to put all of my crafting items in, but I also think they would be great for hosting cake parties too. I could imagine that in this kind of space. The pavilions are a very cute addition, and I'm here for more outdoor furniture that are kind of standalone from your house, that's for sure. As we've covered, I am definitely sad to see Magic Market go, but its presence will definitely still be felt in Ziki's store because bok choy seeds, green onion seeds and soy sauce are now going to be available to purchase. So this means that you can still enjoy all of those recipes you managed to get your hands on at the market. There is also a potentially huge gameplay change that is coming. Since the beta release, we have seen a few different changes to the way mining works, some for good and some for not so good, but the devs are continuing their experiments to really ensure that mining nodes works right for the players. The latest change means that mining nodes will now act like forageables, so once a node is cleared, it will still remain available for other players to use and it will disappear after a set amount of time. All players who participate in mining the node will get the full loot participation as you currently normally would, just from getting one hit. You will know that you have mined the node as it will appear as a ghosted version like we currently see once you've picked a plant. But how will you know if a rock has already been hit? Well, nodes that have already been hit will have a glowing effect, and if it's close to despawning, this effect will start to pulse. This glow effect has also now been added to forageable items, so things such as briar daisies, dairy cloves, heated roots, etc. Honestly, I think this change is a great one because you will no longer see people getting angry in the chat because someone has hit a rock twice. And when it comes to forageables, you will know whether an item to pick it quickly or whether you can afford to wait for other players, because there have definitely been a few occasions where I've called out an item and then it's despawned right in front of me because someone else had already collected it. So hopefully this means that there will be less frustrations and we can all get along a little bit better, no more arguing. When it comes to calling things out, flare arrows are great, however their time effect was pretty short before. This has now been tripled and it has been extended to 3 minutes, which is great and hopefully means that more people will be able to find more loot. As I said at the beginning, the devs have really got to work on some of the bugs that are currently plaguing the game, and the full patch notes will definitely make for some great bedtime reading. I've picked out some of the ones that are probably affecting you, the player, the greatest. The first thing, and I think probably the biggest thing that has been a major point of frustration for most players now, and definitely me because it's affected doing things like house tours, is the cross-region traveling. But fingers crossed, this is now fixed and we'll now be able to play again. Hello friends from across the pond, hopefully I'll be able to join up and play with you again like we used to. I really have my hopes high for this, I really hope it works. After the last update, you may have noticed some aggressive smoke on your plot. Hopefully this will also now be gone. Badru's new loot and Orni's shimmer jar of flies have now been fixed. So this means the loot will now be placeable and the jar will also have some flies inside. I cannot wait to see how this looks. These were friendship quest items if you are wondering what I'm referring to. The silver winging it quest has now been fixed and we should all now be able to progress, which is great news. And multi-crafting should be back in working order, although it did mysteriously fix itself for me a while ago. I'm not sure if this issue was still affecting some players. And another one which may have been affecting decorators is when items used to randomly disappear on your plot. Hopefully this should all be good now, as it should be fixed. Honestly, there is so many, and if you want to see if your biggest bugbear has been fixed, I'll link the full patch notes in the description below. And of course, we have to finish up by talking about the premium shop. There are going to be 5 new outfits added to the shop, including this beautiful astronomer themed outfit with some galactical themed trail effects. They are literally out of this world. The other outfits are also very cute, and my personal favorite is the cottage witch. So there we have it. That is everything you can expect to see in update 0.177. Let me know what you're most looking forward to seeing in the comments below. I shall see you again soon with another video. Happy playing and goodbye.